What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. We're at Lincoln Memorial and I'm just trying something out, and I thought, you know what, I'll record it, see if it actually works out or not, because what I'm running doesn't usually go hand in hand with the gun that I'm running either. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and let's give it a quick go. Alright, so at the moment I am running the chameleon, as you can see. Really grass. Something weird going on there, but is what it is. We'll take it. Well, as you know, the chameleon does actually, you know, feel a little bit like an SMG on the quiet, because the optimal range is horrendous. I also posted a video about the new exotic gloves refreshing the stat bonuses on the chameleon as well, which is really nice. I'm just kind of wondering if all this goes together. Let's get some more middle shots. We're not quite. Oh, yeah, I'm maxed out. At the moment, it's not going together like an SMG would. But survivability is wild. Maybe it's just a little bit of a glitch in the matrix. Maybe it is better than I thought. We're out of combat now. Did the buffs refresh? Yes, they did. So between smoke screen and leaving the area, the buffs are refreshing. We're all red, and survivability was dope. Don't know what I'm shooting at there. A purple flower. It's one way of trying to get smoke screen to trigger. Blow yourself up. Whoa, double chunga. We're doing some big numbers there. It's a bit weird. Time to kill feels a little bit slower than what I would imagine for the numbers that I'm seeing.
All clear. I repeat, the compound is all clear.
Well, it's kind of working, right? And that's a little bit weird. I'm going to do one more room before I show you the build and go over it. Chameleon buffs are constantly up. They're constantly maxed out, which is part of the aim of what I'm trying to achieve. 700 bullets, enough. So it works out in this room.
Is there someone hiding over there? Damn it.
Yeah, I mean 1.4 million a crit headshot. That is no slouch. And we're not losing the buffs ever. Alright, so I'm running this, right? It's weird, granted. But because Hunter's Fury should not be used really with an assault rifle, but it's kind of working. So the chameleon, as you can see, I've got damage target out of cover on it. We get 20% crit chance and 50% critical hit damage for 45 seconds. Hitting 65 body shots gives you 90% weapon damage, and hitting 20 leg shots give you 150% reload speed. And all them buffs were being up, and if you look there when you zoom through the reticle, you can see that the hexagons, I assume they are, is all filled, and they slowly, gradually go down until smoke screen goes off or we finish combat in the area that we're in. If you didn't see my previous video, this is why we're running these, because of smoke screen. On armor break, it drops a smoke bomb at our feet, concealing us from enemies for 3 seconds. And what that actually does is take us out of combat. And in doing so, the buffs refresh on the chameleon. I think it's an unintended coincidence that this happens, but obviously it's a really nice one nonetheless. I then decided to run a Palisade chest piece. Yes, it's a unicorn, armor on kill, weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage with obliterate, but you could run a Grupo or something here instead and you would be absolutely fine. But I wanted the 10% armor on kill to go with the armor on kill that I get from Gunner as well. And then, because I'm going to be playing up close and personal, because the optimal range on the Chameleon is absolutely horrendous, it is literally like an SMG, I decided to run Hunter's Fury, because that does give us nothing for the 2-piece bonus, but it gives us armor on kill and health on kill. And then we get Apex Predator, which is incredibly powerful, because enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying my damage against them by 20%. Killing a debuffed enemy with my weapon disorientates other enemies within 5 meters, but then it amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, and that stacks up to 5 times. As you can see here, I've got weapon damage, crit damage on the mask, on the holster, weapon damage, crit damage, and on the knees, weapon damage, crit damage. Now, there's a couple of ways you could do this. I've not gone through the backpack on purpose, because ideally what people would choose to do here with this kind of thing is probably slap a Ninja Bite backpack on. But we can't do that because we're running these exotic gloves, and I think they're running this combination kind of definitely outweighs Ninja Bike anyway. And we definitely want to keep a chest talent. And if we wanted to run the Hunter's Fury chest, it's just kind of rubbish, right? It just extends the duration for longer, up to 10 seconds to 30 seconds, whereas the Hunter's Fury backpack increases the radius of disorientate on Apex Predator from 5 meters to 10, and that's just more useful for me. If more things are CC'd, it gives me more time to kill them without them, bothering me essentially or trying to shoot me, and that's kind of the angle I went down with this. Not ideal, as ideally I would like 2 damage talents, and I'm losing out here. But I am gaining full stack of Chameleon buffs pretty much all of the time for that kind of trade-off, which is not bad. Now, if you look at my stats, I'm at 37 crit chance. Yes, that's low, but I get 20% pretty much all the time, which we've seen from Adaptive Instincts. So 57, so essentially 3% off cap, meaning we can put a lot of damage then into critical hit. So 153% critical hit damage, 70% headshot, and we know we're going to get more critical hit damage as well from this 50% critical hit damage extra from Adaptive Instincts, as well as the weapon damage from there, the 90%, and the 150% reload speed also. So altogether it works out really well. Is it a build I'm probably going to store? Probably not. I think Strikers just works better, but I thought it was worth a try, and I thought it was an interesting video to make nonetheless. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. See you later, agents. Bye-bye.